Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, P-Game just got through watching the Duke game. You know, they have this thing where you can look at the entire game in 10 minutes where they edit out the commercials and you know, just basically just edit everything out. You just see play by play, shot by shot. And I like that, where you can pretty much watch the entire game within 10 minutes. So that's some pretty cool shit. But anyway, man, I want to talk some college basketball, man. RJ Barrett and, you know, Zion Williamson. You know, I don't like to say the terminology almost book it is a guarantee they're going to be successful NBA players. But those two are damn near as close as you can get to being damn near can't misses, depending on what teams draft them. I'm looking at who has more upside, and I think both of those dudes got the potential to be like superstars. You know, keep in mind, these dudes are going to be the next wave of NBA players. You know, they always have the next wave. You know, when the guys like LeBron and all those dudes leave, you know, LeBron is let's just face the fact, LeBron James is in the twilight years of his career. Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry, they still got some years left, but they're veterans. You know, every guy have that margin where they get sometimes a 10-year span to where they just do big things, and then another dude get a 10-year span where they do big things. Then, you know, you get that other group. And those two are the next wave. Zion, you know, and Barrett. You know, I used to love college sports, but when I realized what the NCAA was doing, it just made me sick to my stomach how they basically pimping these kids out and exploiting these kids, mostly, you know, black. And I just don't like that shit. So I've had a solid boycott of the NCAA. I keep an eye on it, but you know, these two guys, they deserve special attention because they are standout college players. To me, both of these men should have been allowed to enter the NBA draft. Zion and RJ Barrett look like they were ready to play right now. You know, I do the eye test, and I could tell when people were ready to play now versus who needed a couple of years. You know, because to me, I think the one and done is just a waste of time. I just think people shouldn't be forced to go to college if they don't want to go. You know, and I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it real. I think the one and done rules was, you know, it was on the racial lines. You know, because people hate to see the fact that you get these young black men from wherever they come from that's allowed to make a shitload of money and may possibly make more money than a lot of people will make in their entire life, make more money in 4 years or before they're 21 versus what somebody may make working 30, 40 years. And I think a lot of people have an issue with that. And you have to wonder if let's just say it was reversed and the majority of these high-level, highly scouted athletes were white and they were entering the draft after 1 year or not wanting to go to college, I don't think this would be a problem. I think they would be allowed to enter the draft. But due to the fact that these are black men, people have a problem with that. Like I said, man, I don't give a fuck, man, if y'all have a problem with me talking about race. Like I said, go somewhere else, man. You don't like what the fuck I'm saying, go somewhere else. Like I said, I double dare you to say something slick. Just say something slick. You know, depending on how many hits I get from this video, I may respond or I may block you. If I get a certain amount of hits, I'll just block you. But if I feel like I need a couple of more hits, I'll respond and you'll take the bait and you'll get, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm telling you, you're going to take the bait. You know what I'm saying? Your ego go get the best of you because you're going to have to respond and try to feel like you have more superiority when it comes to intelligence because you're something else and I'm just the black guy. But I know you'll fall for it. But here's the thing. Real talk. Try it. But I'm just looking at these two guys. These two dudes are phenomenal. And like I said before, these dudes shouldn't be forced to play college basketball if they don't want to play. Now, if they wanted to go to college, then that's fine. But if they don't, they should be allowed to enter the draft. You know, but we all know this was some kind of deal that these colleges cut with the NBA to where they can at least get these dudes in there for a year so they can make money selling apparel and all that type of shit and exploiting these dudes. Because like I said before, the one and done rule in college basketball is unconstitutional. You know, you should be allowed to enter the draft if you want. And you can't pull that shit, oh, the NFL is a private entity, when it isn't. But they try to pull that shit. How is it private when the games are open to the public where anybody can buy a ticket? So that's a crock of shit. But like I said before, I think eventually this rule is going to be challenged. You know, I understand the NFL that you need a few years to get, you know, to get your body prepared to play a physical game like football, but at the same time, it's 16 games per year, depending on if you make the playoffs and you play once a week. But I think that's another reason why they're scared, because they know eventually they're going to be like, well, wait a minute, if these dudes can enter the draft out of high school for the NBA, why can't we do it for the NFL? And I think that's one of the reasons why they pulled that shit. But me, myself, I feel like it's just unconstitutional. I mean, you could have development leagues and all that type of shit. See, that's the thing with the NFL. They don't have no development league. They don't have what you call a farm system league, where the NBA do. They have the D League. Then they have, you know, other leagues and shit, you know, where you can play overseas and all that type of shit. So they have a whole bunch of different kind of leagues you can play in, you know, in basketball, where football they don't. And that's something that the NFL need to consider. Maybe they need a prep league. But I think that's one of the other reasons why they pulled the one and done shit, you know, with the NBA. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's just a theory. But real talk, I think it's unconstitutional. But then again, people only use the Constitution when it serves a purpose for them. Because here's the thing. Let me get this straight. You're I ain't gonna say African American. You're a black kid out of wherever. Whether it's Oakland, Compton, you know what I'm saying, the suburbs of New York. Let me get this straight. You are old enough to get drafted by the military at 18 and get a automatic weapon put in your hand, and you're trained for, you know, weapons combat and hand-to-hand combat to literally kill with either your hands or a weapon at age 18. But let me get this straight. You're not mature enough to go to a league and make, you know, a certain amount of money to where if you take care of your money, you will be set for life. And so will your kids and their kids. But like I said, you old enough to get a gun put in your hand in order to kill, but you're not old enough to make a living. Do y'all see the hypocrisy in that shit? That's just real talk, man. The shit is just like funny to me, man. But yeah, I didn't have this silent boycott of the NCAA for a while, for years, when I really figured out what they was doing. And I just thought it was a travesty. And I think the NAACP is hypocritical, and I think it's shameful what they're doing. And I can't wait till somebody defeats them in court for what they've been doing. It's just shameful what they do. But anyway, man, that's all I have to say about that. I'm out.